Yeah, it started. All right, so I just wanted to do a sprint review and a sprint retrospective. I guess we could just put this all in one video. But we'll start with a sprint review. So I'll share my screen. We'll just go over, I guess, what's left in the board, and I'll explain some stuff, and then I can do a demo, and after that, we'll do the retrospective. Does that sound good?
Yeah, that sounds perfect.
Good with me.
Sorry?
Oh, I was saying good with me.
Okay, cool. Don't mind my messy screen. So let me go to this. All right. So yeah, when I first started creating some of these, or when all of us started creating some of these, really, I didn't completely understand the tech stack. So React and what was it? Firebase. Yeah, I thought there would be a lot more table creation, which I understand now. Firebase is pretty simple and pretty cool. And then React, I didn't expect there to not be an API because last time I did this project, there was an API. So that's a little different. So I said stuff like create a backend, create a database table. So that stuff, if you got a task like that, it doesn't really apply because
so that stuff's already been handled though. So I mean, I guess we can just mark it off.
Yeah, we can totally mark that off then. So I'm just gonna put this here.
Yeah. So just the nature of Firebase, those actually got handled just in the process of creating the app.
So let me double check all of them. Yeah, so we still have to do some test cases. I think Parker, you're gonna be on that. Can anyone else do some test cases this weekend before we submit it Sunday?
I mean, I'll volunteer. Sure.
Okay, cool. So yeah, just and you know how to access it from the GitHub and everything, right?
The project itself or the
the app.
well, I did clone the repo, but I'm just having a little trouble starting up the app. Do you mind helping one of y'all helping me out?
Yeah, I can help you after this meeting.
Okay, dope.
All right. So yeah, just stay on a little after and I'll help you.
Okay.
All right, cool. So it looks like we have we're doing the login page. So I think that's done, right, Parker?
Yeah, the login page UI is done. The backend for login is done as well. And then implement single sign-in is also done. I'm just having a bit of a permissions issue with OAuth. So I guess that could be a bug. I don't know, but it's almost done. I just need Google to allow my permissions to go through, and then SSO is done as well.
Okay, I'll leave the single sign-in here for the next sprint. We can just roll that over.
Okay.
Just so we have that finished. But yeah, I saw your stuff and it looks good. So yeah, so we got a login page. We have the profile. We have the preferences. I worked on that. So other than that, so we have a sprint burnout chart. I think now that we've been updating the sprint, let's get another version of that because it didn't reflect all of this now, like all the done stuff. So yeah, we'll do that again. And then what's left? Covered sprint topics. Okay, so that's so those are the scrum. So everybody's filling that out right now. Ishik, are you on?
I think you may be muted.
Yeah,
I was muted. I feel stupid.
Okay. No, it happens.
Yeah, so I don't know if you got this, but if you could, there's a link to the Google Doc in the Microsoft Teams. So this page right here, just fill out the questions with your name. Or I think I see everybody else is adding to this. I wrote this too, so I think this is kind of optional for everybody to add to. But everybody has to add their own part to these.
Okay.
All right, cool. Okay, other than that, there's one more thing. I don't know if we wrote it on here, but let me see. Yeah, so somebody is writing a forecast of how many story points your team can complete during the sprint and a rationale. So has anyone done that already?
I was starting it, but I was kind of like, should I just add the points in the get me under each specific point and start, such as like the messaging point or like each piece for the story? Does that make sense of what I'm kind of saying?
Kind of. So I just wanted to clarify, are we doing this in the Kanban board or are we doing this in the README? 'Cause I'm not even sure here.
I think it needs to be in the README.
In the README? Okay, yeah. Because we do have to add a little rationale. So yeah, if you're doing that, I think whatever you're doing is fine so far. If you're so I guess
Okay.
just writing. Let me see. Yeah. So yeah, I think it's like yeah for each task there's like a certain number of story points. So I guess just
Mhm.
write a little short rationale for each story point as to why it'll take this much time. If that makes sense.
Okay, perfect.
Okay. So you're on that one.
Yes, completing it as we speak.
Okay, awesome, cool. Yeah, so other than that, we're working on this. I'm gonna put this as in progress. Cover sprint topics. That one's in progress. And then profile creation UI. This one is done. All right, awesome. So everything is either done or in progress. We got one thing rolling over to the next sprint. So I think that's it for the sprint board, and we'll get that updated sprint burn down chart. The next thing, I just wanted to go ahead and demo the app. So I think I still have it running. Let me just double check. Oh, wait a second. So I actually I did a video of this. I'm just gonna share the video because I did this on my phone. Since it's in an app and we're using the Expo app. So I just took a quick video of that and I put it in the let me see, in the GitHub. So yeah.
I think.
So here's the video if anyone wants to see what we've all done so far. We have, this. So we have the login screen thanks to Parker. And then you can continue with your email. And then so we go to the profile and you can fill in, your profile information. There's a preferences part we should probably take away at the bottom since we have another screen for the preferences now. But yeah, so this is just me filling in some data. And then
I need to add some verification like code to this to make sure you can't enter weird data.
yeah, sure. That could be like part of our test and stuff too. So yeah, save it. I did it one more time so you can see that it fetches all that. And then go into the preferences. And so now you can change your preferences to whatever you want and then save it. And then you can click it again and the preferences are still loaded. So yeah, so we have that and then we'll log out. So that's what we have so far. Does that look good for everyone? Are we ready to submit that?
Yeah, that looks great.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Good to me.
Sorry?
Looks good to me. Can y'all hear me good?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
I
hear
can.
you great.
Okay, perfect.
The only thing is your product increment is working software. Let me see. A link to your work in progress application should be documented in your Git repo. I don't know if we have any way to share with him the actual app because you kind of have to run it every time. So, I mean, I put the video in the GitHub. Does anyone else have any suggestions for that?
No, I don't think so. I mean, the way this development environment goes, even if there's no real way to do it, you'd have to upload the actual app to the respective app stores. So it's not.
Yeah, we're not like even deploying it yet, so it's kind of
Yeah,
hard to
so
do
it's
that.
yeah,
if
it's
you
not
so
a
now we
viable
can explain
option
it.
right now. Just the development environment we're using is npm expo go, which means, or not npm, just expo go, which means it's a portable installation.
Yeah. Okay. I think it'll be fine then just putting the demo in here. So that's
Yeah,
what
I would
I
just
did.
put the demo and you can relink the GitHub link.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay. All right, so then that's all good with me. Just continue filling out everything that we discussed, and then so that'll be it for the sprint review, and then we can move on to our retrospective. Sound good?
Yeah. Should you maybe denote that we're using Expo Go for that section?
I could put that in a README, yes.
Yeah, I mean, just say we're using Expo Go. It's more of a localized instance. It's not necessarily something that is publicly available.
Yeah, let me put that in here.
Just so that we have that base covered.
I'll just reformat this later.
Yeah. And should we have a header just to sort of make sure that he gets that that's the point that goes
Yeah.
to that in the.
Yeah, I plan to. I'm just writing down what you said to reformat
Okay.
later.
Yeah, that's perfect. Thank you.
Okay. Cool. So, sprint retrospective. From what I remember on how to do this, you just spend maybe a minute on each one of these, and we can write out So we write out what went well, spend a minute, just like everybody putting in what they think went well. Move on to what went less well, and then what we want to do next. And honestly, this is probably like, I think we kept this all as one last time when I did this project with another group, but we can do either of these. We could probably just leave off this one. And just put our, like, let me see. Yeah, we can put everything in here. So like what we want to do next and problems that we might foresee. Does that sound good with everyone?
Mhm.
Okay. So yeah, so let's just go ahead and I won't time it. We can just go ahead and add everything to this board. And then I'm not entirely sure how to see it. I guess when we say I'm finished, we can look at it. So can everyone do that? And I will start sharing my screen so not everyone's seeing what I'm running to. So yeah, just let me know if you're not able to access that. All right, so go ahead and put your last ones in there. Just let me know when you guys are finished.
I'm done.
I'm done.
Okay, so just waiting on Caesar and Nishik.
All right.
All right,
Yeah, they're
I
good?
think I'm done. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Then we'll share the screen again. Oh, everyone, when you're done, click I'm finished at the top. All right. Share my screen. Not used this before, so try and figure out how to use this. But yeah, so we have everyone learn the tech stack that we are working with and utilizing effectively. Yeah, I agree. That's pretty good. I think it was pretty easy to use. If everyone agrees. It wasn't too challenging to learn the tech stack so far. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I think it's gone well.
All project structure and collaboration. So who wrote this? What did you like about that?
Oh, that was me. So so far the project structure is looking pretty solid. In terms of the dev environment and also collaboration wise, whenever somebody has a concern or anything involved with the application itself, everybody responds in a timely manner. So that's really good.
Yeah, I agree. App UI looks great. I wrote this myself. I think the app looks awesome. I think Parker did most of the UI work so far, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think you may be missing an update. There's a button missing on your end, but we'll fix it later.
Oh yeah, I might be. I think I just like I might not have pulled from main yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, it looks great. Yeah, I really like the colors. So,
Yeah, I have a blue and a green button that it doesn't look like you have on your end.
Oh right, okay. Yeah, that's what I'm missing. Yeah, I think I was still in my branch and not in main, that's why.
That's okay, we'll figure it out later.
Yeah. But I also wrote this, it's coming together and it's functional. Login page creation and user creation works well. Who wrote this?
Me.
Yeah. Team dynamic, who wrote this one?
I did.
Awesome. Yeah, I agree. What do you think about our team dynamic? Is good.
I just really enjoyed working with everyone. I feel like everyone's really helpful. If we don't know something, we can all ask each other and it's not weird or we don't feel bad that we don't know anything. So I think the team dynamic really helps push the project along.
Yeah, I agree.
I agree.
Okay, so things that went less well are task management. So who wrote this one?
That was me. But in terms of assigning tasks, it's perfect. It's fine. It's just the fact that someone's assigned something, there's, a little bit of overlap. Someone else kind of adds into it
Yeah.
and kind of leaves me out of a job. Park, no, I was kidding. No, you did a great job, man. You did a great job, and I don't mind it at all. I really don't.
I have the done
but-
app, I just haven't posted it yet.
Yeah, but I mean, as long as we're all working well, we're all in accordance, and it'll
The
work
problem was that I had to do some of the things that weren't assigned to me to actually get it to work. So I'm sorry.
Okay. No, you're good. You're good.
Now that we have it working, I think in the next sprint planning meeting, I'm gonna be a little bit more specific with what tasks everyone has to do because I kind of understand the tech stack a bit better too. So hopefully that won't be as big of a problem as on the next sprint.
Yeah, I didn't mean to overreach. I'm sorry.
No,
Oh,
you're fine.
no.
I just want to make sure everyone knows what they have to do and nobody's confused on that. But yeah, there was a lot that Parker took a lot of initiative in getting it done and he kind of had to just get everything working to get it like the login page and stuff so we could get started.
Yeah. Without Firebase, I couldn't actually do anything, so I had to have the Firebase already set up.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
All right. A bit of rushing. I wrote this. I feel like on the end, at least, there was a bit of rushing to get all of these done. These requirements, just a lot of the documentation stuff. So maybe planning a little bit better, we can go forward and plan some of that better. Everyone agree?
I agree.
I agree.
And the rubric should be the same for the next sprint, so we should sort of know what to look forward to, right?
Yeah, we should probably have a better idea next time.
Yeah.
SSO integration needs work. Who wrote this?
Me, I broke SSO.
Oh, you're fine. Yeah, we'll keep working on this in the next sprint. Some things are just
To
gonna
be
have
fair,
to carry over.
I blame Google. It's their fault.
Yeah. NA.
Okay, I put that because I didn't really know what specifically I felt like I didn't enjoy about this week. I feel like I think we all came together, but I could add more to that. I was kind of thinking on that, but then I'm also working on the README part, so
No worries.
I'm gonna leave my opinion out.
More specific tasks. I think I wrote this one. Yeah, just learning from what I wrote and making the tasks more specific.
Yeah, I think now that we sort of know what's going on with the tech stack, we can be a little more specific.
Yeah. More checking the JIRA. I think I also wrote this. I feel like not everybody knew what their assignments were. I don't know if I'm reading that correctly, but I think we could have checked the JIRA just a little bit more going forward. What does everyone think?
Yeah, I agree. I didn't even look at the
Yeah, I think that'll help with just making sure no one's confused on what their role is. Okay. Yeah. So the next thing is working together to fix SSO. I believe Parker wrote that, right?
Help me, please.
Mhm.
Yeah. All right. We can work on that together. The next sprint. So and like if somebody has something like that, like the SSO that they feel is like just not coming together, working it on their own, like ask for help. Somebody who probably knows something that somebody doesn't.
Well, and two, it could be a me thing. Like, I haven't had anybody else test the SSO, so it could just be my user ID is not working.
Okay. But yeah, when you're
'Cause-
ready to have someone help you out, just let me know. Like I could help. Somebody
Okay.
else can help.
Okay, cool.
And then again, was that Aaliyah?
Yeah.
No worries. Do you have anything else to add now?
No.
Okay. And then this is what puzzles us. I wrote deployment just because, we were talking
Yeah.
about the Expo app and how exactly we were going to deploy this. So,
So we can deploy it to the Google Store, like at the end. That's not a problem. And
Okay.
then I have a dev account, but I don't for iOS. I don't know if I'm allowed to post or not.
okay.
I need to figure out that because it used to be like $100 fee, so I don't know. So we
Oh,
may
yeah.
just deploy it to Android because it's free.
Yeah, we don't want to deploy for $100.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nobody spent $100. I've had people spend money on a class before when they didn't have to.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Oh, no.
Yeah, we can definitely deploy to the Google Store at the end, though, I think.
Mhm.
I don't know if it's a requirement or not.
Yeah.
Watch it boom.
So we do have 5 minutes left in the meeting. I think somebody set it for 30 minutes, so I'm gonna try to speed this up just a little bit. So SSO operations is an issue. So just more on the SSO. Anything else you want to say about that?
I didn't say that. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
No, I said that.
You did say that.
Yeah, I did say that.
Like all the SSO comments seem to be coming from Parker.
Yeah, well, everything else works.
Yeah.
The only thing that doesn't work.
I'm the
So
next
anything
one.
else you want to say about that?
No, I think everything else is good.
Okay, cool. And another NA.
Yeah. Yep. Nothing to say about that one.
All right, no worries. So I think that wraps up the sprint retrospective. I'm gonna go ahead and stop presenting, and I will stop the recording as well. Give me 1 second. Oh, does it just automatically stop when you end the meeting, or do you have to actually stop the recording? Oh, okay, no, I got it.